All right, so welcome back, everyone. Episode 2 of Under the Skull UTS. I'm Benny,
Benna,
and we got a special guest today,
first guest.
Cam Dirico. So, you want to introduce him?
Yeah,
Say a little bit about him.
This is Cam. I haven't known him that long. He's one of Benny's friends. We wanted someone we kind of knew close to get on our podcast first, so it wouldn't be on our first scenario. It would be a little bit easier if we knew everyone.
So, how you doing, Cam?
Yeah, thank you guys for having me on the show. Benny and Penna, pleasure to be here.
Yeah, no problem. We got some things we're gonna talk about. Got some
Yeah.
that we want to introduce you, what you've been doing.
Yeah, he's been doing some crazy shit. He's been doing some crazy stuff. So,
Yeah.
Just start. Go ahead, take it away.
All right. So yeah, this is Cam. We're gonna ask you. I just want some questions. Benny might know, but as you can tell with his lats taking up the whole screen, he does some workouts.
So I heard you're into fitness.
A little bit, huh?
Yeah, fitness dick in your mouth. Yeah, so I started on Instagram about like 2 years ago.
How old are you
Following
now?
my brother's footsteps. What?
How old are you now?
I'm 17.
Yeah. So wow. When I was 15, I think.
17.
Well, no, I know, but
15,
when you
yeah.
started, I don't even know what the hell I was doing. But yeah, that's pretty. You think that's young to get into stuff like that or no?
Yeah, it is pretty young. I feel like it's definitely a good age. Like that's when kids are really starting to get into sports, like to get into fitness. It's like a primal age.
So you started because your brother, you said?
Yeah, my brother started following this guy, Grego Gallagher, nobody. Guy's a fucking beast. Yeah, he drinks all the sparkling water, gets pumps, gets girls, and he's natural. And what he does is just 3 workouts a week, 45 minutes. It's really just easy. It's not time consuming and gets you jacked.
So did you follow that? You followed that work plan a little bit?
Yeah, so my brother followed that like kind of to a T. Would like track his calories, do all the shit that guy says, and I just kind of follow in his footsteps. And I like just fell in love with it. And then me and Benny, we made a Instagram page, Cat Job Fitness, and within a couple weeks, we had like 4,000 followers and like 1,000 likes on everything.
I didn't know that. So you guys, one day we're just like, yeah, let's make an Instagram.
We're like, fuck it, let's do it. And then
but the quality was so bad. Like we take videos of us doing like weighted dips, our heads just like wouldn't be in the frame.
it would be like our waist and our legs doing like bench pressing.
We'd be like tracking our feet the whole time. Like
yeah, so we started that, and then he took it like more serious than I did, because I was like, Cam plays hockey, so you were focusing on the hockey too, like, but he was working out way more than me, and he saw.
I just feel like having the gym like I have, like there's really no excuses that I shouldn't be down here every day. Like
really?
Yeah. All right, so
what about you, Penna? You getting the weights?
When I was 15, I was probably 100 fucking pounds. What
are you now? 110?
I'm 105.
Yeah, I started a bulk in like end of August, early September. I was like 168, 169, and I just hit 200. Yeah.
That's kind of when did the muscles start showing then?
I mean, like last summer, I was like sub like 8% body fat. Just going to a beach, it would be like, yeah, get the fuck out of my way. And now I just have like that big frame, I feel, and it's kind of like fucking sick. Like if like wearing like clothes and shit, I look a lot bigger compared to like in the summer. I'd like wear a t-shirt, I'd look like completely normal, but then like when it's off, like it's go time.
Cannonball.
Yeah, so what'd you do for dieting? How's your dieting?
So dieting, I feel like the greatest factor I took in was intermittent fasting. So what I do, I'd like wake up in the morning. I wouldn't really eat till like 2, 3 o'clock. And when I first started, I wouldn't eat till like 12, 1 because I'd be hungry as hell in the morning.
Yeah.
And I just have like 2 big meals and just call it quits. And
Yeah, it saves
try to get a
calories.
workout in before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then like the morning workouts, that would burn calories, get the metabolism going. And then by the time I'd hit those 2 meals, I'd starve in, they'd hit nice, and I wouldn't like overeat.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, like, what would you consume in the morning while you're still fasting? If you consume
So during a fast, like you can just have water, you can have like a cup of black coffee. Just really like any type of calorie will break the fast. You can have up to like 20, 30 and be fine, but
so like a morning coffee, some water, stay hydrated.
I'd have like a black coffee, pre-workout.
Couple eggs.
Yeah, like, you can have eggs once you break the fast.
Nice. All right. So thanks for the introduction on fitness and stuff. Now,
Dick in your mouth, apparently.
fitting my dick in my mouth. But now we
Yeah,
can.
you love that penalty.
Now we can. Me and Joe we just remember things that happen, and then we don't really talk about it. We just write it down and then talk about it in these, so like, it's like new to our minds, and we can actually have like a full conversation about it. So the other day, we our power turns off a lot. We'll talk about that later, but it just turns off sometimes. It might happen today. Might be a little too early for that, but when it is on, we have probably 2 to 3 fans blowing around just because we hate like no noise.
Yeah, I have fans blowing me too.
If I don't talk right now, I'm in silent. It's so quiet and I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So we were talking about how we think fans work,
Yeah.
and like how they make the noise.
Yeah,
you know?
like what is a fan? How does it work?
So the sound, I'd have to give it to beats.
What? Beats?
No,
Beats by
beats.
Dre?
No, beats. So the fans, like the blowy fans, they have the wire that goes into the wall.
Yeah.
But what people don't realize, the wall is connected to a beehive.
You said bees, not bees.
A massive beehive. So you hear the buzzing noise.
Oh.
That's probably the queen bee. If not, one of the little scout bees. Like,
No.
no.
I thought it was like little people, or what did you say? Little
Little
hamsters?
people. Oh yeah.
It's definitely not little people.
It's or like it might be like Whoville on the other side of the wall, and it's just like those little people from
I mean, it could be. We'd never know.
Whoville.
the elephant movie with the little tiny speck on the thing. Horton Hears a Who. Or okay, we won't talk about that. Or it's
Yeah, to be frank, I don't get what you're getting at.
okay. Or it could be hamsters, like a hamster wheel inside the fan.
It could be hamsters, but I think whatever it is, they just don't want us to know about it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to.
Who's they? Who's
yeah,
they?
So, like, I can't give any names, but like I think we know who they are. Like they're watching us right now. They're telling us what to do. They're controlling us. We're stimulated.
Simulated.
Yeah. You're simulated. You're simulated. We're all simulated.
Well, he asked me a question a while ago, and he said, "What if you die and someone like takes off your VR headset and like looking at you and it's like, how's the ride?"
Well, if you're dead, you don't have a VR headset on. No one will
like if it's
just
actually
go up to a corpse and just be like, yeah, let me take that off.
no.
Close your eyes. Oh, you're dead. You can't
No, like
talk.
if it's
Yeah.
virtual reality right now, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So,
What are you getting at?
nothing. I just didn't know if you thought. So obviously you think that's bullshit and that everyone just
So, like, you're saying, like, if we're in VR right now and then,
right
like,
now.
well, like, I feel like death, that would be, like, excruciating pain, and it's just, like, someone just pulls that off, and you're just, like, out somewhere else completely, just all these aliens looking at you, like, I don't know what to think of that one. I think that's a little far-fetched.
Yeah, like Bigfoot.
What if Bigfoot takes your headset off and just look at?
Well, if Bigfoot, that would be a different story.
Well, yeah,
Bigfoot's kind of, like,
fake.
believe in him.
I don't.
I do.
Yeah.
I've seen. Do you want me to tell you the story where I seen Bigfoot?
Yeah.
I was with a couple buddies. We were out of the pool. We were swimming around. We were playing with the swimming pools. And I took a quick glance to my right, glance to my left. And then I just saw a hairy man. He was just so hairy and it was crazy. And I was like, oh, look, it's Bigfoot. They're like, no, that's a man in a costume. I was like, it's not Halloween. It's the midday time in summer. And ever since then, I believe in Bigfoot.
So how's
Yeah,
is there only one?
only one what?
I've only seen one
Bigfoot?
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Well, if there's only one, who would have created him?
I know, that's what I'm saying. So there's gotta be like little baby Bigfoots and you just
I think Benito Mussolini created Bigfoot. Like,
No,
personally,
Also-
because when you think of Bigfoot, it's in the woods. There's a lot of woods in Italy. Like, you see the connection. I do.
From Italy. I don't see the connection. So what happened was there was a man and a what? A bear?
There was.
Yeah, a man and a bear had a baby, and it's Bigfoot.
Okay.
You think? Yeah.
I think that's fake. I think they just want us to believe that, honestly.
Ooh.
Now that you put it that way.
Who? Who's they?
What are you, an owl? Ooh, ooh. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Okay.
They don't want us to know who they are, so we'll keep it
Ooh.
at that. But ooh, shut the fuck up.
As you guys can see, he's a future comedian too. He's gonna be doing stand up
Yeah.
when he's older, lifting weights.
He's
and
gonna
doing
stand up.
Yeah, stand up.
All right. So we're gonna take a little break from that. We're gonna talk about like our podcast, how it's going, why we're doing it.
We've posted one episode.
Posted one.
You guys got good feedback. We got good feedback from that video. There's a lot to go over there. It took us a while to figure out how to do it.
How to post it?
Yeah. And then we had one of his buddies. You can say his name. Shout him out.
Oh yeah. I just want to thank this kid. His Insta is Hads404. He made a snap filter for us in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, no problem. I'll make it. He's an awesome editor, photographer. Go look
Do you have to pay for that?
No, I didn't.
No, yeah, he just made it for us, which was crazy. It's an
I know.
awesome filter too.
He's a pretty good editor, photographer.
Have you guys spent any money on the podcast so far?
Nope.
Nothing yet. We're gonna try to
Probably gonna have to.
yeah, we're gonna try to make our videos better quality, figure out how to not do this on Zoom.
Yeah, you definitely gotta do that.
We could use Google, MySpace, Facebook, Work Marketplace. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, like Snapface, InstaChat, all those.
All of them. Uvu.
Kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll kick.
Dog.
Monkey. We'll use Monkey. All right.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. Under the skull, how did you come up with that?
All right. So
I'm curious.
we were thinking. Think what is under the skull?
Under the skull, neck.
What's under the head, dude? What's under your skull?
Ow.
Under the neck.
No. Think twice. 3 times, I guess.
Under your skull, like your skull's here, and you look under it.
No, like all right,
In
inside,
your
inside,
jaw.
inside your skull.
I don't think I got anything in there.
Yeah, I know.
Most people have a brain in there, right?
Yep.
And we were gonna come up with something like the smart guys or something as a name, but we didn't like that at all.
So we made it so you have to think about it. What's under the skull? I don't know. Maybe a brain.
Yeah.
Or maybe you don't have a brain, like you.
Yeah. That's pretty clever.
So that's where it came from.
Came from Joe.
Yeah.
Joe kind of came up with that. I want to talk about something that no one in the world knows the answer to, and it's like how animals talk to each other. Like
Yeah, that is very smart.
Smart.
I'd have to. No, that's like a good question. Really.
Yeah. I'm not saying you know the answer, but I want to talk about it.
Wait.
Go after.
Yeah, sure.
That would probably be better.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right.
We gotta go to
Yeah. So animals talking. I feel like birds are the most like loudest of the.
What about like
communication?
do ants talk to each other?
Yeah, I'd say so.
What
They throw each other off cliffs and shit. They probably talk to each other. Probably bang each other's wives, piss each other off, all that. Just like any other animal. Are ants even animals?
No, like if you have a dog and you know how like when a dog barks in the neighborhood, all the dogs start barking? Are they saying shit to each other?
I don't think that ever happens. That's like a husky when it howls.
Not wolves, dude, like dogs. Like at a dog park, dogs bark at each other.
Yeah, I think they're just like, well, dogs get their balls cut off, so they don't really have any masculinity to them. So they
can't
like
talk?
being a scientist and all, I'd have to say it would be assert dominance over the others.
Like what do they do, dude? Like if I walk in my house, my dog's on the couch. That's like they don't have homework, they don't go to work. They just sit there and just like for their whole life.
Yeah, I think a dog's life is pretty depressing. You just sleep all day. You sit there, do nothing.
Yeah, I mean like dogs get happy when they like see people, but like that doesn't last very long.
I don't know.
We were talking about if dogs talk to each other and stuff.
Don't go down yet. He's not done. Dogs do talk to each other, like Ernie and Chuck.
Yeah, Ernie and Chuck talk to each other all the time. Like, it's just evident the way they look at each other.
He's like, I'm a dog, and then he's like, I'm a dog.
Like the way Penna's looking at me, like I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, if my dogs my dogs kind of do that.
They look at you like that?
Yeah, I feel like your eyes just glued on me, and they're not blinking, wide open.
Imagine never blinking. How would you sleep?
I don't know. If you're invisible, can you still see? If you if you're invisible and you close your eyes, can you still see?
Yeah, you can.
No, blind people are
I didn't say that. If you're invisible,
if I'm invisible,
and you close your eyes, can you still see through your eyelids?
Well, are you talking like I can see myself, but other people can't see me, or is it like I can't see myself?
Oh, yeah. What are you talking about?
Wait, what was the question again? Like, close my eyes, can I see?
Like, what do you mean? If you're invisible, like, you can see yourself? Like, I can see my hand, or I just see straight through this?
No, you can see your hand. You can see your own body.
Then if you close your eyes, you can't see. Right?
Yeah, because you'd be able to see your eyelids if you can see your hands.
So what if
I don't see where you were going with that. Like, that was not an actual question.
Wait.
Really.
Okay, but if you're fully invisible and you can see through your hand, you close your eyes, you can still see everything?
You'll see through your eyelids. Yeah.
So you can never.
But if you can't even see your hand, how do you know it's even there? Can you like touch shit? Or you go straight through it because you're invisible.
Not a ghost. You're just invisible.
But
But imagine like moving, but there's nothing. Like you don't have legs. Like you have legs, but you can't see.
you would be so uncoordinated. The brain functions by muscle memory and hand-eye coordination. That would just not.
Yeah, but you can walk with your eyes closed.
You can't walk with your eyes. You walk with your legs.
Eyes are closed. If my eyes are closed, I can still walk. So I think I would.
Because your body has done it before. Oh wait.
Oh, okay. So like, if I was born invisible, I'd be fucked.
Yeah, basically.
No one would
You'd
know.
just
If
be,
I was
you'd
born,
just be like,
they'd be
how
like,
would you be born invisible? Because the doctor has
like,
to
oh,
rip you
nothing's
out.
there.
Oh, no one's here.
Nothing's there. Okay.
Yeah, they'd send your mom to an asylum.
Damn. And I wouldn't
They'd
have.
be chilling with Chief Prominent.
So I just like pop out and just lay. On the
I mean, you wouldn't pop out. You'd just be stuck in there. And, I don't know. They'd probably bomb some drugs, get whatever's out there out. Would you pass a pregnancy test? It would be like an invisible fetus.
Fetus?
Beats me, dude.
Can you find? Joe has this picture that he found the other day, and he hasn't told me about it because he wanted to show us.
Okay, so I'm gonna text it to you, Cam, so you can see it,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to just show it to Hannah.
And can you show them?
Yeah, I will.
So I don't know. It better be good because like I've been waiting to see this picture.
Okay. All right,
It's a picture.
it's a picture. So before you say anything, Cam, like look at it, but don't say anything.
Alright. Did you send it on Snap or?
No, I texted it to you. Okay.
Oh wow. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So this is the picture. So the game is.
I don't.
I'm gonna show them. Oh, you can't.
Yeah.
do it. No. I don't know. This is the picture though.
Just turn your brightness down.
My question is. Name a single thing in this picture. One thing in this picture.
Is that
I gotta see my buddy Eddie in the corner.
I don't know.
Back from preschool. We'll make that out. Like it looks like bunny ears coming out of that bulletproof vest.
Looks like this bag is strapped into a chair.
What bag is strapped into what
This
chair?
bag, and you see the belt?
Is that even a wall in the back?
It's a fireplace.
There's a bar of soap on the ground. Hopefully this guy's not in prison.
We're gonna try to figure out if we can put this in the podcast.
Probably not. but
Yeah.
We'll try, because that you can't. There's nothing there.
Nothing at all.
There's things.
But nothing to make out.
Is that someone's feet?
I don't know.
A shadow? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I'm a little lost here.
All right, so you want to go
Here?
this one?
Yeah.
These?
Okay. I'm doing a game. Neither you nor
Go check.
All right, let's hear this game.
This is a game of phobias. I tell you the name of the phobia, and they're like stupid phobias, and you have to guess like what it is.
All right,
And then we just talk about it. All right.
sounds good to me.
I don't know if I can pronounce any of these, but we're gonna try. The first one's called Archabutyrophia.
Yeah, I can tell you I haven't heard of that one.
This being scared of arches.
Okay, you want
Bridges.
Okay, the first. It's
It has something to do with birds. Like,
why?
it definitely does.
Why? Wait, where? Okay, I'm telling you.
Like I have this tingling in like my legs, bro. I'm just telling you.
About
like,
birds? Okay.
yeah.
Well,
I'm obsessed with birds.
cut your legs off.
Sometimes.
Because
I'll cut them off.
it's the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth.
Now that is a scary occurrence. How?
I don't know.
Where does that come from?
Like there was just one person who was like, "Yo, I'm scared of this," and they just put it. This is a real website. It's called therecoveryvillage.com. Like it's a real website. The Recovery
It's
Village.
called wikipedia.com.
So what? Some guy was just eating like a PB and J.
What would make you scared of that? Maybe like if you're the dog, like licking it off, like you know, like.
Are they scared of it
that,
stuck in your mouth?
That would be scary. Yeah.
How does it even get stuck?
Well,
Just
peanut
lick
butter is pretty. Peanut butter is sticky.
Just lick it off.
You just put a paper towel there.
Okay. The next one's arithmophobia. Arithmophobia.
Arithmophobia.
Yep.
Can I get that in a sentence, please?
I have arithmophobia.
I'm gonna have to say.
I don't even have a guess. I don't know.
I don't. It definitely doesn't have to do with birds, but
Good job.
it has to do with. I'd have to say brown rice. Yeah,
Oh, not
brown
white
rice sticking to your fork.
That's probably one. Like these are all probably one. Like that's probably a fear. But
Probably.
it's the fear of numbers.
Like A, B, C, D, E.
That's letters.
Sounds good. Shit.
Like 1, 2,
I
3,
said
4.
numbers.
Okay.
I am
ABCD.
kind of scared of numbers a little bit.
So,
Like, if I was
Numbers
like,
can
oh.
be, they can be intimidating. Like some numbers, like 8 or like 14, like no. Like,
no, but like how did that okay, but not only that, but there's one called octophobia, which is just the fear of number 8.
that would be like octopus.
So what? Like number 8 like was in an alley with this guy and like beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, they got jumped by number 8.
Yeah, well, I'm scared of the number 7.
What?
7, 8, 9.
Who?
Who?
What do you do now?
Okay, that one's stupid. This one's called
You gonna pump in?
exothopia.
Yeah, it's my anabolic window.
Wait, he's frozen.
Yeah, you guys are frozen.
There you
Hear
go.
me?
Yeah.
Exanthopia. Phobia. Exanthopia. I'm just gonna tell you what it is.
He just took pre-workout.
Okay, sparkling water, man. It says
What was the next one?
exanthopia. Thophia.
The fear of xylophones.
The fear of a saxophone.
Those things freak me the fuck out. Maybe
That's
saxophone. That's a
one
good
I
guess.
went.
Xylophone was.
Oh yeah. It's actually the fear.
What is it?
It's actually just the fear of the color yellow. Like anything
Like,
yellow.
who comes up with this shit?
Like anyone like a school bus would probably make him like have a heart attack.
Going to cardiac arrest if you saw a corn on the cob.
Like Thanksgiving
Come
must
back
suck.
here.
Thanksgiving must suck, huh? That's Xanathophia. I'm not gonna do all of them, but I have amphalopia. Amphalopia.
The scared of an envelope.
No, with an O.
The scared of an envelope.
Still.
They're scared. They're scared of an envelope.
It's the fear of belly buttons.
Wow.
I think I have
Wow.
envelope.
Amphilophia?
Yeah.
The scared of being like your like like your own belly button.
Yeah, like you're just scared of it.
I'm not really scared of my belly button. That's
No.
that's probably you.
How do you get scared of that? How does that? What did it like?
It's probably from like childhood trauma,
Like I was talking to him.
like the family dinner, and like your uncle comes over, he like gets a little rowdy with the belly button. And
This belly button in your face.
yeah,
He's like,
or he's like he's
no.
like giving you a little this around the belly button. He like pokes if you have an Audi, he's like poking
massage.
at it, and like he like tries to pull it out and like pulls it outward, and he's like licking on it. Like I'd be a little terrified.
Oh my fucking god.
This one I think I have. It's called hippopotamonsters squippedophobia.
Yeah. Oh, I know that one. That's the fear of walls.
That's definitely one, but it's not. What's your guess?
Or it's the fear of like the spaghetti that's not like string spaghetti. Like
Rigatoni.
what's the yeah
The
rigatoni.
fear of getting stuck inside of a rigatoni.
I don't know. Maybe the fear of getting stuck inside of a bus that's like not the yellow bus, but like one of those like white
bus?
extended buses.
Like an extendo bus.
Extendo bus.
Which one was it? It's the fear of long words. So like, I
That was way off.
I mean, like the
I
extendo.
gave myself like 5 tries.
Yeah.
Didn't get
There's
it
no
at
way
all.
in guessing this, but it's. I think I mean, I don't ever use a long word. Have you ever used? At least like in the right context.
What would be the standards for a long word? Like what separates a long word from
Probably
a
more
short
than
word?
like 4 syllables.
4.
Expialidocious. What's the
4
full?
syllables.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
But if you have diphthongs, then like 4 syllables could be like a bunch of letters. Like
If you have what?
if you have diphthongs,
What are diphthongs?
yeah, diphthongs.
I think I have it though because like I don't know. I've never used a long word
Never.
ever.
Ever.
I'll do one more. Globophobia. Globophobia.
Probably the fear like cocoa glob glob.
The cuckoo glub glub. The fear of goo. Gloop.
Gloop.
The fear of gloop.
Gloopophobia is the fear of balloons. So like,
Why am I laughing at that?
I don't know. Poor gloopophobia.
Where do you get balloon phobia?
I don't know. I must be in a different language.
Definitely not in a different language.
Like it's probably like
Gloop.
Spanish or something.
Alright, so I watched a little bit of your first episode. I kind of wanted to see like you guys extended viewpoints on the flat Earth theory.
You want to talk about that a little bit more?
I do want to talk about that. I have my own theories.
All right, so we said ours. We kind of didn't talk a lot about it, but we said I think the Earth is flat. There's never been
Yeah,
found to be an
100%.
end.
100%.
There's never been. No one's ever found the end because it doesn't end. It just keeps.
No one's just
Like there's
ever.
pictures.
Yeah, so the Earth, it's flat, but it's also like it has like a donut shape to it. It's like 2 arcs, right? And then it's surrounded by the ice wall. Yeah. So it's like this, but it's also like two arcs, so you can go like around it, but there's two openings at the bottom and the top.
But if it was
That
a
goes
donut,
into the hollow. That goes into the hollow way, and that's where famous military leaders. That's where like all the
Michael
high people of society. Yeah, Michael Jackson, like Jimi Hendrix. Who else? Who else is pretty cool?
no.
Alec Baldwin. Henry Ruggs, probably.
Okay. Okay. No, but like,
Yeah.
there was a
So
donut.
they just kind of like party in the inside.
Okay, so so it's a donut, right? It's like this, you said?
Yeah, and there's two holes.
Yeah, so it's like a hole through the middle.
There's a hole on the top and the bottom. It's like a flat donut.
The inside
And
flat.
the inside is a whole hollow like part.
Yeah. So like, if I was
That's where all the reptilians are. Like I don't know if you know this, but
like
like
dinosaurs.
we're mimics of reptilian people.
Okay.
And we're ran by shapeshifters. So you see like
Like Mr.
like George Bush, like Joe Biden, they're all reptiles. They shapeshift.
So what's Joe Biden? Joe Biden can be whatever he wants.
No, well, I mean, Joe Biden, he shit his pants in front of the Pope. Like, he left a brown trail across the entire room. They had to have like 12 cleaners like tend to his mess. They had to have like two adult men change his pants.
Playing like the shuffleboard. There's like.
Hey, let's talk about that guy's earlobes. Like 5 years ago, he had like the cut off earlobes. Now they're like all pinned in, like attached. Like
Yeah,
that's not. No, they don't just like go inward as you age. He shapeshifts.
So it's minor shape shifting.
No, it's like he can shapeshift into really anything, but the power they need for shapeshifting is through adrenochrome, and that's what they harvest from young children.
Through the
from their
adrenal gland.
brains.
Yeah, the adrenaline.
Yeah, from the adrenal gland in children. So they like suck that in like through their blood, like they kill all these like infants. They harvest that, and then that's what allows them to like shapeshift. So they could be a balloon. Like they could turn into
Globophobia.
a belly button. They can turn into really anything they want.
They can turn into the color yellow.
They can turn into Ricky Bobby.
If you never lose, you do it.
If you never lose, you never last. First time to lose is the last time to win. First is last, and last is first.
So is Wonder Woman named after bread?
Bread?
Isn't Wonder bread?
No, Wonder Woman's named after Wonder Man, and Wonder Man's named after bread.
Is Wonder just bread? They definitely make little treats.
Yeah.
Like Hostess.
No, wait, Wonder's that little boy with like the astronaut helmet.
Oh,
They named bread after him.
yeah. It's a book, Wonder. Like the book's called Wonder.
A book?
Yeah,
How do you know that?
and a movie,
Okay.
Wonder.
Wonder bread. Is his full name?
Yeah.
And then.
No, I think his name's Augusta.
No, his full name's Wonder Woman.
Oh, that's why they named her after him.
Yeah. But like the guy's face is like all like intermingled, and it doesn't look like a face. He gets bullied, like obviously. That's why like. But Wonder Woman's pretty cool. She doesn't have like that feature. Like Wonder Woman's a badass.
Doesn't she have an invisible mobile?
No, that's Barnacle Boy.
No, she has an invisible jet. She does. Just trust my.
I don't know. I never watched that. I don't give a shit about her. I'd rather watch like Spider-Man.
Give us some stories.
What do we got for time here?
A couple more. We might almost be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So if you want to,
One thing
if you can finish on your last thing you were gonna say.
Yeah, so one thing I wanted to kind of like also talk about your last episode. So you went over like the conspiracy and also like that Halloween night you guys had. So to the viewers, I was also present at that night.
Yeah, so
I
if
was
you
coming
watch
from a hockey game. So it started like 7:30. I had a 7 o'clock game. I didn't get there till like 9:30.
Which was way earlier than we got there. We got there at like 11-ish.
We got there late.
I was there for a good 2 hours. So I show up and I just kind of like walk through the living room. It's like really quiet. There was like cars all through the front yard though, so I knew something was going down. But I walk in, like said hi to the girl's parents, everything was good. Like, and then I opened the door to the basement and just boom, music, like loud, very loud, just flooded my eardrums.
Yeah, so
like,
when we got there,
a waterfall.
I don't know if there was music on when we got there.
I don't even
All
remember.
right, but the big thing that happened during the night, do you know how all that shit started?
Yeah, so like I was kind of just chilling there, like a couple hours passed, like me and my friends, like we were just kind of hanging out. And then all of a sudden, I just kind of saw like all these kids going up to the fridge in the middle of the room, just smashing their heads against it, like beating it up, just punching it. I was like, what the hell are you guys doing? Like one kid like gave himself a concussion. He was just like smashing his head against the fridge. I was like, dude, like just cut it out. And then all of a sudden, like, a couple minutes after that, I saw like there were flashlights and a bunch of people like yelling over the music. So I look over, and I guess there's like some sort of fight breaking out. And one of my buddies like gets pulled out of it, and then there's some other kid who just came in like full flex, just knocking everybody over, screaming like he's going to defend the kid. So like my friend got fought by some kid, and then another one of my friends was going to defend him. So, but he was like going crazy. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill you!" Like,
Was
get
this
the
long?
fuck out of here.
Was this long before we showed up?
No, it was like right after you guys showed up. Like we took the picture, and then I was talking to Benny, and I just kind of noticed like, holy shit, what the hell was going on?
Yeah.
But it just kind of, there was this group of kids that were there the whole night. They were just kind of like pissing everybody off, and so I just kind of saw like all this going on. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna get a video of this. That's fucking cool. And I just see like one of my buddy just run through the entire crowd, push everyone over. And it's like he's about to kill the kid. So everyone's pulling them off of each other. And then like next thing you know, like it gets all quiet. Everyone's kind of like chilling. And then I realized like a lot of kids like left, but the party was still going. And so I was just kind of vibing, talking to my buddies, and then like hear these thumps, this thump, 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 thump. And you see like some big dude coming down the stairs, and I guess it's the girl's dad. He screams like, "Everybody, get the fuck out of here! I was just assaulted. Like this is not okay."
Okay, so that's what I walked into. I walked in, and that's what was happening.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, you little guys, this party, it's over. Get out." I was like, "All right." Like, I went up. I was like, "Yeah, you need anything? Like, you need any help?" And he was like, "Oh no, we have the cleaners coming tomorrow." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Yeah, thank you for having me." And then like he didn't say anything. He was like, I didn't realize the severity of like what happened. So I get out. I'm outside. Like it's not too late, and everyone's just running to their cars. So I get in one of my friend's car, and then like probably 10 kids just jump all on top of me in the back seat. They're like, "Yeah, drive." And then there's just cars blocking us in the driveway, and we just hear cops, run, cops. So I'm just stuck in the middle of 5 people in the back seat of this car, and my friend decided like everyone like run, like we're not gonna drive. So we get out of the car, and he's like, wait, actually let's drive. So we get back in, and like, you know what? Like we're hearing like all this cops and stuff, and then some other kid, like one of my friends, comes from the house after everyone left, and he's like, yeah, like one of the kids like tossed over the girl's dad. That's why like everything's going down. And then so I didn't like see any cops or anything, but there was just so many people like in a mosh pit in front of us, and they were just screaming cops. So we got out and just kind of like ran down the road. Like it was like a mile. It took a while.
You got out
Ran
of the
to some
car?
high school. Yeah, we got out of the car. Like my friend wouldn't drive, so we went down to the high school, like a couple minutes down the road. It was a long walk, but it was me and a couple of my buddies, and then like this random car. I guess it's some girl, like a mutual friend of a couple of my friends, just pulls up, and then one of my friends hops in, and then like also a bunch of random people. And then I was just kind of like, it's like super late. I told my parents I'd be home. Like I kind of have to get like in this car and just see where it takes me. So 11:30, I'm like, yeah, I can drive me home. And she's like, I can like drive you. She's like, I'm driving all these other people home. Like, I'll figure out something. So we drive until like 1 in the morning. 4 hours. I don't know where the hell we were driving. We go from like Milton to Hingham to like Boston and just keep going like zigzag 40 minutes in each direction. It was just nuts. And it was getting past midnight. I had no idea where I was. My phone was like dead. So I was just kind of stuck. So I couldn't really go home. Like, so I got dropped off at one of my friend's houses, and like I was still dressed in my costume from school. It was just like a suit, and it had like it was a Donald Trump mask and a suit. So it was 1:30 in the morning, and my friend's mom comes down and just screams like, "What the hell? What is this?" And just sees like a guy with Trump mask just sitting in the kitchen, and I was like, yeah, my Uber's on the way." And she's like, "Who the fuck are you?" I'm like, I'm Cam." She's like, "Why are you in my house?" And I was like, I got dropped off here. Yeah, so that happened, and I just kind of went outside. Yeah, so I didn't Uber home because I knew the consequences wouldn't be like the best, like just coming home randomly at like 2 a.m. when I told my parents I was staying at my buddy's. So I called one of my friends who lives like sort of near me, and I was like, "Yeah, can I just like Uber to your house and just stay in your basement?" And he's like, "Yeah, like you have to sneak yourself in somehow." And I was like, like I'll just do that. And then I get to his house, and he's already asleep. So I was just by myself in his yard, like trying to not set off any of the yard sensors, like any of that.
Yeah.
And like there was a light turned on in one of the bedrooms upstairs, and I was like, "Holy shit, like this is not good." Yeah. So it took me 5 minutes to get the basement door open, and I'm just like creeping down like slowly into the basement. And that's really it. I just lay down on the couch, and then in the morning I get woken up by his dad, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing in my house?" And I'm like, "Yeah, to be honest," I was like, "Shit, like, yeah, this is not a good look." So like, to be honest, I had a bit of a crazy experience last night. Like I didn't really have a place to stay. My house was locked. Like I had to say something. So I was like, this kid lived near me. So I was like, "Yeah, I just texted your son, like, would I be able to crash here?" And he was like, "Yeah, I understand it." But that was one crazy night.
That's crazy. Yeah, because when we left, we just went back to Joe's house because we got out of her driveway before it was like blocked.
Yeah.
So we got out and we both went different directions, and we met up with each other after. But you didn't have a car or anything, or you were just at some random girl's car?
Yeah, so my dad dropped me off there after my game, and I was supposed to like drive home with one of my friends and stay at his house, but he just left. So I was like, shit.
Yeah.
I was 45 minutes from home. I just got in a random car and hope for the best.
I don't know if I would have let just a bunch of random people jump in the back of my car.
No.
I definitely would have just told them to run.
But whoever that girl was clutch. Like that was a lifesaver.
Nice.
So,
because one of my buddies actually ended up sleeping on a bench at the high school.
Oh my god.
So, yeah. At least it wasn't you, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's good. We're good. You got anything else? Cam, you got anything else?
Nah, just thank you guys for having me. This was a pleasure. It's good to get to talk to you, Benny and Penna.
Of course.
It was a good first guest.
Yeah.
I think that was pretty good.
So, Cam, we definitely collab in the future.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for coming on. Talk to the boys. And I guess we'll see you soon, hopefully.
Bravo 6 going dark.
Later.
See you, bro.